great mark from Leslie Mundy. He boots it forward. It's inside 50 now for the EP Shark Warriors, tapping it around there. They're diving on the football there, and we'll have a bounce about 48 metres out directly in front from the EP Shark Warriors goal, kicking to the southern end in this first quarter. Up they go again, a good strong contest again from Miller in the ruck for Far West, and they clear now. Oh, I don't think that was the intended target, but it's worked. Far West now moving up to the wing. Short pass doesn't hit the target, but picking it up and turning quickly there was Buckskin. I think I've got that right. And they are going to ball this up pretty much in the middle of Centenary Oval, just slightly to the western side of the ground, right in the middle of the ground. Up go the rucks once again, and one there from the Shark Warriors for Hall. That's holding the man decision. It's a bit hard to see the Shark Warriors numbers at the moment, so this is kicked out wide now, and a good grab there for the Shark Warriors. That was Waite. He's booted it forward. One hand's not enough there, but they have men on the ground, the Shark Warriors, inside their attacking 50. Far West look to clear now, slipping over there out on the far side. And ball spilling out over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. We're going to have to go to the binoculars. They're a long way away from where we are. Ball's about to get thrown in. Rucks are going at it once more. One down there by Miller for Far West again. And a shot on goal for the Shark Warriors is offline. Is that John Cock who booted that? May well have been, but it's through for a point anyway. It's the first score of the afternoon on the West Coast Diesel Services scoreboard. The EP Shark Warriors one behind, Far West yet to score. Ball's brought back in. Short kick there for Far West, misses the target, and they're out now on the grandstand side of the ground at half-back. Booted forward to the wing there, leading in the race for the football there for Far West was Clayton. It was punched over the boundary line though, and we'll have a boundary throw in right in front of the grandstand. Miller about to lock horns with Hall again. Come the rucks, nobody wins that. It spills out over the back and just gets pumped forward for Far West there, but the Shark Warriors pick up and go forward once more. A little fend off there, worked, but the handball missed the target. The Shark Warriors now look to go inside forward 50, and that's cut off. A clearing mark there for Dale Shippard. He brings it into the centre half back position. Jackson Bennett has hold of it. It was said not far enough. Wrapped up in a tackle there, and we'll have a ball up 50 metres out from the Shark Warriors goal. Good solid jump. He said it's a Shepherd. Bennett will win the free kick. Oh, no, it's not Bennett. Apologies. That's Dale Shippard again. Shippard. Short kick wasn't far enough. Handball over to Halbert. He gets the handball out across there to a teammate, but it's turned over now. And the Shark Warriors back inside forward 50. Back with courage there, but the ball spills to the front. Oh, sold some candy, and he'll run into an open goal. The Shark Warriors get the first goal of the game. I believe, is that Ali Johncock? May have kicked that goal. It's very difficult to see the numbers, but that's a good finish. And the Wanganeen it was, number 3, Derek Wanganeen. On the West Coast Diesel Services scoreboard, it's 1-1. The Shark Warriors, Far West yet to score. Joe, good start to the game. Just looking at the win stock, there isn't any win really to speak of, so for whatever reason, that seems to be close to the scoring end today.
Yeah, it has been so far today, but yeah, very calm, so really is no wind advantage.
Rucks go at it again, and Hall just stays down and gets the tap to that one. Far West try to win it out though. That was Trowbridge coming through there now. Kick forward from Ben Bolt. Doesn't hit the target. It spills to the ground, and we've got they jump on top, and we'll have a bounce at centre half forward for Far West. They look to go forward for the first time this afternoon. Hall wins the tap down, and we've got bodies on top of it again. Is that coming out? Oh, good little handball there. That was Warmington. It spills out now. Oh, the handball missed the target there. Going in to pick that up was Willis. He didn't quite pick it up. The Shark Warriors will clear now. Getting this out is Hartwig. Oh, he's run into a brick wall there. He run into 2 tackles. That's holding the ball. Is it on high? As Ziri Rakawasa was wrapped up, and the free kick will now go to Warmington. Warmington for Far West. Hits the target. Trowbridge looks up now. He's about 80 out from goal, kicking to the northern end. He kicks it inside forward 50, but Courage back with the flight there for the EP Shark Warriors, and they will clear once again. Good mark that was from Hartwig. They're out now on the Canberra side of Centenary Oval. We're about 40 out from goal. A good spoil there for Far West, and they've stacked on once more, and we'll have a bounce. Ruck's going out. It's been a pretty even contest in there. Hall gets that one throw out though. A little handball over back to Big Hall. He handballs over the top into space, and they work it through the centre of Centenary Oval now. Going forward for the EP Shark Warriors to Jeremy Johncock, who takes the grab. Into short now. Wanganeen's about 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. He's got a better option. He kicks it to directly in front, about 30 metres out from goal. I can't quite see the number there, but this is a set shot from no more than 30 metres out for the EP Shark Warriors, looking for their second of the afternoon. Good ball movement there, Joe. Excellent passage of play. Coming in now. Kicks from about 35 metres out, and he's pulled it to the left. And that's through for one behind. On the Anytime Fitness scoreboard, the EP Shark Warriors 1-2-8. Far West yet to score. Bringing the ball back in will be Dom Denton for Far West, and he kicks it to about 40 metres out in defence, and they run on, play on. This is what Far West are known for. It's out to the wing there. It's a 2-on-1. Warmington's one of those, as is Ben Bolt. But the one wins out for the Shark Warriors. He's got support now. Kicks it back. That was Johncock booting it forward, or spilled out there, and we're going to go inside 50 again for the Shark Warriors. He's got a man free inside that forward 50. Oh, he's tried to kick that short, and it's been smothered by the man on the mark, and we will have a bounce. Just tried to get a bit too cute there, the Shark Warriors. Up it goes. Winning that down there for Far West that time was Hofrichter.
Yep.
I think I've got that right. He's in the ruck at the moment. Runs on the big fellow and tries to get a short one. It works out okay for Far West. They're spreading it wide with handball now, and going back through the middle of Centenary Oval. Lionel left that behind. That's Brandon Willis, in fact. And the Shark Warriors now have picked it up. Jeremy Johncock will pick this up and look for options. He's right on the boundary line, working in a phone booth, but finds some space and hits a target. What a beautiful kick that was. 45 metres out at a 45-degree angle. Great kick from Johncock, class. And having a shot on goal now for the Shark Warriors will be Alexander Miller. He's been prominent early for the Shark Warriors.
Certainly has. He's very quick.
He is very quick. So we're directly behind this kick. We'll have the best vantage point of it. Coming in, he'll kick from just past 45. In he comes. It's pretty straight as it got the journey it has. Straight through the middle. That's another one for the EP Shark Warriors. On the Rustic Cove scoreboard, they are 2-2, and Far West yet to score. They are making better use of the football in the early going, Joe Franklin, and Far West need to clean up their ball use. Yeah,
they're certainly much smoother with their ball movement, the Sharks. The Far West are certainly giving it their all and tackling really hard. They're just not hitting their targets. DJ Barra's down there on the boundary line. We might cross down to him in just a tick. Barra, what have you noticed over there? Any changes been made from the Shark Warriors at this stage?
No changes at this stage, mate. They've had a couple of interchanges, but yeah, you're spot on, Joe. The Far West are doing a really good job on getting their hands on the ball, but they just keep turning it over to the Sharks, and it's costing them 2 goals that the Sharks now have. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Barra. We're back now, and the ball is here on the half-forward flank for the Shark Warriors. Aziri Rakawasa, he goes forward. And
Miller again.
Caught in a tackle there. He's saying holding the ball, spilled out. Miller again, caught in the tackle there. One can't question Far West tackling at the moment. It's a good kick. That's better. Has he held on to that? He has. That was a good grab from Clayton for Far West. He'll look up now and kick to the wing directly in front of us. And we've got a contest. Big holes in the middle of that. nearly paid the mark there. Could have been, was Wilson, but it spills out anyway. Trowbridge goes forward now for Far West. Back with courage with the flight of the ball there for Far West. That was Benbolt, but the Shark Warriors will clear now. Oh, off the side of the boot there, and leading in the race for that will be Clayton. He just paddles it along in front of him and gets it over the boundary line, right in front of the Shark Warriors dugout, in front of the marquees set up over there on the far side, the western side of Centenary Oval.
Yep, plenty of marquees set up.
Very picturesque over there. Is that the way back, or is that the Red Legs?
That's Norwood.
That's the Norwood.
Norwood. Yep.
I'm surprised Barra's not over there at the moment. Just trying to get some merchandise signed.
I'm sure he'll find his way there.
I'm sure he will. We're at the half-forward flank for Far West, who need to get a wriggle on. Rucks go at it again, and that was a big Hofricker getting the tap there, but the Shark Warriors work it forward. Handball back now, and clearing out handball there, put him under the pump, but it was a good handball in the end from Dom Denton. But Far West now just can't quite work it inside 50, and the Shark Warriors will clear again. On his own, though, in the middle of the ground. Terrible kick that. Wells stands under that. Farms it out wide now, and Far West will go forward. Here, leading up there was Willis. Couldn't quite work it out. He's trying to beat 3. Not a lot of support on offer for Far West there. And the Shark Warriors will share it through hands. Good handball that was from Wild. Running through Centenary Oval now. And looking up, turn it over though. And chopping it off, Brody Chandler, the skipper.
Yep.
Off on the left peg he goes. It's a good contest there, brought to ground by Trowbridge, but the Shark Warriors supreme on the ground once again, and taking the mark inside 50 there is Michael Code. Of course, formerly listed by the Gold Coast Suns, played a lot of football at Sturt.
Yep. Originally from Tumby.
Originally from the Blues
of
Tumby Bay. Who knows, may get to play against some of his old teammates later in the Mortlock Shield.
May do.
Lining up now, he'll kick from about 45 metres out, almost directly in front, and he comes. It's a good kick, it's online. Oh, it's just out to the right. Just out to the right, 3 for 1 behind. Had the journey comfortably. It's definitely the scoring end for whatever reason today at Centenary Oval, the southern end. 2-3 to the Shark Warriors on the Terry White Chemist scoreboard. It is turned over again. Oh, that's a fair shove, but he's got away with it. Far West now look to go forward. That's a good short kick there. Beautiful football. They play on straight away. That's clearly their plan today, is to play on at every opportunity. This occasion it hasn't worked. Turned over there by Clayton, and the Shark Warriors will clear now. Miller handballs through Centenary Oval, and they are running now. The Shark Warriors, beautiful kick out wide there by Lindsay. It's found the intended target. Oh, good chase down tackle, holding the ball. Far West.
Young Dwayne Ettridge, I think.
It was Ettridge. Good kick inboard to Ali John. Sorry, that's not Ali Joncott. That's Brody Chandler. Look on the right side.
Yeah, he's had plenty of the ball.
Chandler, he has. He kicks it forward now. Good strong lead, but couldn't quite hold the grab there. Was Jesse Chandler. Chandler to Chandler. But he'll win a free kick here. Jesse Chandler looking for options on the left foot as well. Off he goes. Kicks it out to space. Running onto the football there is Ben Bolt. He manages to farm it back. And they've got some options inboard here. Chandler gets it now. He looks to give it back to where it came. Forward we go, inside 50 for Far West. Good spoil. And that ball will spill over the boundary line in front of the big man, Hofrichter. And it'll be thrown in. He'll have some work to do here. We're about 80 metres out from the Far West goal. They're kicking to the northern end in this quarter. Hofrichter up against Hall. Hall won that clearly, and the Shark Warriors will clear. It's kicked into the middle of Centenary Oval, though. The only man there standing under it was Jonathan Wells. Wells looks forward now, and he's just kicking. We're playing kick to kick at the moment. He's kicked it into a sea of Shark Warriors, but diving on that and working hard to keep it in the area was Daniel Smith for Far West, and he's broken even. We'll have a ball up. Hall goes up unmanned and wins it down, but Far West look to lock it in the area. That's a great tackle, and it's holding the ball. Brilliant work there from Tom Clayton for Far West. Their tackling's keeping them in the game, Joe.
Yeah, it certainly is. They're certainly right with that.
DJ Barra on the boundary line. How are things looking over there, mate? Nope. can't get him.
Swim for pace, but at the moment, just their careless turnovers is what's giving the Sharks their goals. The Sharks tackling is really good. The big fella Hall had a bit of a break as we see a shot for goal, and that's the first goal for Far West, so they're on the board. Back to you, Jace.
Thank you, Barra. Yes, straight through the middle there. Good finish for, that's number 9 in your programs, Tom Clayton. Good finish for him, and that is the first goal for Far West on the Lincoln Rural scoreboard. It is the EP Shark Warriors 2 goals 3, leading Far West 1 straight. Good start to this game, Joe.
Yeah, very physical, very physical. Like the Far West boys are certainly keeping themselves in it with their tackling, and if they can just tidy up their skills and hit some of their targets, they're going to be right in this game.
Yes, that's the difference at the moment. The Shark Warriors definitely using the ball better once they get their hands on it. The Rucks will go at it again. It's Hofricker against Hall. In they come. Hall. Yeah, we'll give that one to Hofricker, I reckon. Oh, it's probably a split, but it's pumped forward by Lindsay, and a good contested grab there. Ali Johncock. He'd know his opposition fairly well today. He kicks the ball out in front of Jeremy Johncock, who takes a strong, uncontested grab. Beautiful kick. Great football. Might be Code, actually. Apologies. It's a long way away from where we are to pull out the binoculars. It is Michael Code. And he will come in now and kick from about 35 metres out. In he comes. And that's online. Straight through the middle. John Umpire did a bit of work to the left, but it's enough to kick the third goal for the EP Shark Warriors. And they go to 3 goals 3 on the landmark Tumby Bay scoreboard. Far West 1 goal straight. Wouldn't be long to go in this quarter, Joe.
No, I reckon there's 1-2 minutes maybe maximum.
Yeah, so we're back into the middle of Centenary Oval now. All stays in the ruck. And we've got Miller, who's made his way back into the ruck as well to go up against him. These two had a great battle earlier in the quarter. Expect that to continue here. Up goes Miller a bit early, and Hall, smart, stays down, wins the tap. Shark Warriors go forward again. Oh, out on the lee. This guy nearly took the grab. And class there. What a finish that is from Peter Lindsay.
Yeah.
All class for the EP Shark Warriors. Big contest from Code, brought the ball to ground. Lindsay stays on the ground, picks it up, snap from about 40 metres over his over his left shoulder, off the right peg. Beautiful finish. That's their 4th goal of the day, Joe. They're using the ball beautifully.
Yeah, they are. And like you said, for some unknown reason, that end seems to be the scoring end.
On the Pizzeria Trieste scoreboard, 4 goals 3, the EP Shark Warriors. Far West 1 goal straight. Hall and Miller back in the ruck again. Up they go. We give that one to Hall. He had a couple of cracks at it, but Far West win the clearance and they'll go forward. Wilson there handing the ball out. Didn't quite get it over the top, and the Shark Warriors will clear. Right in front of us is Toby Lynch. Couldn't quite control it, but they get the ball back. Great tackle. Far West chasing and tackling, but the Shark Warriors doing enough to control the ball, and that is Jeremy Johncock up the ground. Hands over the top now, right in front of us. Just slipping a little bit there, but Cameron Wild goes forward for the Shark Warriors. And Far West, too many numbers back there. They'll take the relieving mark. Good mark from Ettridge. He squares the ball up now, and they'll switch to the western side of Centenary Oval. Far West, they've got some numbers out here. This looks like where it'll end. Oh no, there's a man over the top. And he gets there. That's a great diving mark there from Clayton, who's been good for Far West early. He looks inboard and finds a target there. I believe that's Chandler, Jesse Chandler. He kicks it forward and finds a target, and the siren goes. That's Smith, who collected the grab there right on the quarter time siren. DJ Barrow, we're going to cross down to him after the break, but we will take a quick break. It is quarter time here at Centenary Oval. The EP Shark Warriors leading at quarter time, 4 goals 3 to 1 goal for Far West. We'll be back shortly here at Centenary Oval for the Mortlock Shield 2018.
Do you have an upcoming event? Reach an audience beyond the venue. Live streaming your events allows you to reach a global audience, letting people all over the world watch, engage, and interact with your content in real time. By providing a live stream of your event, those who would previously be missing out can can watch and engage from their office, home or mobile device. Live streaming can provide an additional way to generate income and exposure. Conferences, awards nights, sporting events, concerts, community events. Get your message on air with onayre.com.
Thanks to you, our brigade has received an awful lot of gear that has helped us help the community.
I was in a really bad car accident. If the fire and rescue mob weren't there, I mightn't be here.
See the change your banking can make. Bendigo Bank. Be the change.
Australians! Optus 4G Plus network now covers more of you than ever. So you can post fast, watch fast, play fast, just like me.
Put your brand in the palm of the hand of thousands of sports viewers from your local area and even across the globe. Social media-based live streaming has the potential to reach well beyond your existing network. Sport fans are the most engaged viewers, both on television and online, which means more viewers who see your ads and are more likely to act on them. Talk to Mortlock Shield about advertising in 2019 to our growing audience and support local footy.
Barra, what did you hear?
Yeah, I've got Charlie here, the coach of the far west side, mate. You can't get them body by body, you've got to get them in the open spaces.
Exactly. At the moment that they're running, and our players are not picking them up. But it'll come, so we just got to keep pushing.
Right, good luck for the rest of the game. Back to you, Jace.
Thanks, Barra. Before the bounce gets underway for this second term, Joe, the goal kickers in that first quarter?
Yeah, EP Sharks with singles too. Peter Lindsay, they're sharing it around. Derek Wanganeen, Alexander Miller and Michael Code. And
Clayton, the goal kicker for Far West. As the second quarter gets underway, Miller wins the first tap. Far West kicking to the southern end in this quarter. Farmed out of there, Trowbridge now looking for options. He will go to centre half forward. And there is, he lost it in the sun there. Was Tyson Waite, and that opens the door for Warmington to stroll through and boot one off the left foot from about 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. Good finish there for Warmington. That's a contender for the Anytime Fitness goal of the day, Joe Franklin.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. And
sun playing havoc. No wonder it's the scoring end.
Exactly. And just the sort of response that any coach would want.
Indeed.
After the break.
Poor old Tyson Waite lost it in the sun. Can happen at Centenary Oval. And Warmington couldn't believe his luck. He just strolled through into almost an open goal. So good finish though off the left foot. And that's an important goal. Their second goal of the day for Far West. A great start to the second quarter for them. Up go the Rucks again. A big leap over the top from Miller. He wins the ball down. Picking the ball up there was Lionel Wilson. He's come back through. Dodging, weaving, looking out on the left foot there for a target. Good grab again there from Ben Bolt. He looks forward. That's going to bounce, but a great pickup from Chandler. He goes back and wins the footy, gets it back now, and forward they go. Far West again had trouble with the sun there, but Far West win possession. Now Warmington on the left foot again. They're awake to it this time, the Shark Warriors, though, and he was tackled out in front of the Far West skipper there. That was Clayton, sorry. And the Shark Warriors are clearing now. They'll clear from a defensive 50, kick it out to the half-back line. What a great kick that was. I believe that's Jeremy Johncock who's led up the ground there. It's a bit hard to see over that side of the ground. Up we go, and we're on the wing now in front of the grandstand for the Shark Warriors. They're heading forward, but he's left that behind, and the Shark Warriors will go forward now. A little handball out in front of Lindsay, I believe, and got Stacks on right on the 50-metre line. Spills out the back, though. Ali Johncock looks to get a little handball out, and the Shark Warriors now will have a shot on goal, and it's good. That's the answer. Good finish. That is a long way away from us, Joe. I cannot see who that was that finished, but there's a good finish from about 40 metres out on a slight angle. It just persisted away there, where that ball looked like it was going to be a stoppage on the 50-metre line, but Ali Johncock extracted the pill and found a teammate, a couple of little handballs, and they found a man in the clear. Pretty easy shot in the end from that spot here at Centenary Oval, so good finish. Takes them to 5 goals, 3, the Shark Warriors, on the West Coast Diesel Services scoreboard. Far West 2 straight. We're back in the middle now. Up goes Miller. Kieran Hall wins that down. Beautiful tap, and we pumped that inside forward 50 again. Rakawasa, but they've turned that over now. Good defensive mark for Far West, and the short kick will come off to Trowbridge. Trowbridge now looks out to the eastern side of the ground. Warmington turns on a 20-cent piece, looks to short the ball up to the wing, and it'll work because Lionel Wilson's out the back. He finds a target, does he? Oh, just a fingertip on it there from Dale King, but they've managed to work it forward anyway. Full-chested out comes the Shark Warriors fullback there and boots it out to the wing. Good turn, and he's got a man on in the middle of the ground. That's Derek Wanganeen, and he's gone out wide. Now the Shark Warriors look to go inside forward 50 once more. And that's Ali Johncock working in a phone booth. I believe he's kicked it forward. Is that going to go through for a goal? He's got a toe on it. Code in the goal square. He just couldn't quite clear it there, the Far West fullback, and Code's run on and just got a toe to it in the goal square, and it's gone through for another one. It's a big goal for the Shark Warriors.
Very big, very big.
For those watching the live stream, if we're calling the wrong names, we do apologise. It's very difficult to see.
These numbers are not. These numbers are not easy to see.
I don't want to detract from the Shark Warriors jumper because it's magnificent. It's a great strip. It's just a bit difficult to see the numbers. So if we do get it wrong, we apologise. We're doing our best. I'm trying to juggle a set of binoculars just to try and get a bit better of an indication, but we'll do our best throughout the afternoon. Back in the middle now. Up they go. That was Miller, clearly up against Honour in the ruck that time. And forward they go. Good lead and a good mark. Excellent kick. That's better use of the ball. Far West will have a shot. About 25 metres out, almost directly in front. That's Lionel Wilson. There's a live wire up there for Far West. And he comes, wasting no time. Why should he? He'll kick from about 20 metres out and pops it straight through. As easy as you like. It's a good finish there and a much needed goal for Far West. In fact, I've called Lionel Wilson there. It's not. It's a Brandon Willis. Apologies there. Off the left peg and up forward. So Brandon Willis, good finish for him.
Much better ball use by the Far West boys out of that.
It was. Quick transition into the forward line from the centre, and that's what happens. Find free players. Don't have to worry about the spares back. Takes Far West to 3 goals straight, 18 to the Shark Warriors 6-3-39 on the Port Lincoln Boat Supplies scoreboard. Contender there for the Rustic Cove Player of the Day, Joe Franklin.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a couple of those so far, so it's going to be a tough call.
We might throw down to DJ Barra on the boundary line. I think he's the Far West huddle. It's an interesting start to this quarter, Barra.
Yeah, that was definitely their play of the day there. It was a good fast play straight down to full forward. I've got Glenn Dunn, who's actually the team manager. Glenn, you're struggling with the turnovers.
Yeah, mate, look, around the stoppages we're sort of we're well behind there. The EP Sharks are a lot quicker there, but we're hanging in there, and look, we've got a lot of young guys as well, so it's a great experience for them guys.
All the best for the rest of the game. Thanks, mate. Back to you, Jace.
Thank you, DJ Barra, going on there. We're at half forward for the Shark Warriors. Nice solid tackle there, but speaking to a new life member of the Mortlock Shield over there, DJ Barra. Goes straight to the top, he does.
Yep.
Shark Warriors here, they've worked it inside 50. It's ended up in their goal square now. It's a 2-on-2. Unfortunately, the Shark Warriors player slipped over in the goal square, and Far West will clear. Running the ball out now, looking for hands. Oh, geez, he's nearly run too far, but he's got away with it. Coming in and giving a contest there for Far West was Clayton again. He's been excellent. And I think this will be wrapped up, and we'll have a bounce about 60 metres out, right in front of, in between the marquees and the bar here at Centenary Oval on the western side of the ground. Thrown up. Far West, Ruckman there just swiping that one back. Not sure about that, Zach.
No, I'm not sure that Wayne knew what he was doing then either.
It was just see ball, hit ball. Anyway, Far West have worked it up now in front of the Shark Warriors dugout. We're nearly on the wing. That's a better tap from Miller, and the Shark Warriors have cleared it. So maybe he had the right idea all along, but the Shark Warriors go forward now, and a good strong lead. And Mark taken about 40 metres out. We kick from 40. That's Derek Wanganeen. Good lead. Good ball use again. He's taken the mark about 35 metres out, almost directly in front, pretty much directly in front. He'll kick from 40. The journey, he will have no problems. It's all about the accuracy from here. And he comes. Trots past the 50 now and kicks. It's coming out to the left. The goal umpire's doing some work, but it's held on. It's a goal, is it? Yes, it is a goal. Made the goal umpire work for that a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
Just squeezed it in though, and that's their 7th goal, the Shark Warriors. So skipping away a little bit, they've certainly got a handy break at this stage. 7 goals, 3 goals straight on the Terry White Chemist scoreboard.
Yeah, 4 goals is a little bit difficult to pull back in these quarters with no time on today.
Another contender for the Rustic Cove play of the day right there.
Yeah.
Bit of a change in the ruck for Far West now. Looks like Hoffrick has gone in there to give Miller a spell. Up he goes and wins the tap clearly there, but the Shark Warriors will clear it now. A man free off the back of the square, and he boots it forward for the Shark Warriors. Coming in hard now, Wild, but he runs past the footy, and there'll be a free kick here to the Far West player in, I'm going to try and pronounce that, Kahini. Anyway, Warmington's got it right in front of us now. And he can't get it out of there. Oh, it's a good handball. Went to the voice. That was, where are we now? Running past us and going to half forward for the Shark Warriors. Swinging around there on the left foot was, that was Code, was it? Yes. And it's going out of play in the forward pocket for the Shark Warriors. Just in front of the change rooms. Toilets down there at the northern end. It'll be tossed in the forward pocket for the Shark Warriors. Going up there in the ruck was Ettridge and won a tap, but again they're the masters around the clearances, the Shark Warriors. Shot on goal there, misses out to the left though, and that's through for 1 behind. They're 4th behind for the afternoon. Let off the hook there a little bit Far West. Shorted it up to Trowbridge. Trowbridge now runs back the other way. He'll look to switch it out. Sure about this plan, and that's going to hurt badly. Yeah. Oh dear. Arlie Johncock. Almost perfect service from Trowbridge there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Unfortunately, they're wearing different jumpers. Maybe he thought he was still on the same team, Arlie.
Yes.
They know each other fairly well.
Yep, Ali is from the Blues.
Yes.
His dad would be pretty happy with the way he's playing today, actually.
He's playing exceptionally well today, Arlie Johncock. Been a live wire up forward for the EP Shark Warriors. Good kick from about 40 metres out. And he comes. Journey's no problem, but it's out to the... It's just... Well, it was a problem in the end. It spilled out to the right and it's gone out of bounds, I think. No, it has gone through for a point. And Far West will clear now. Big, long kick straight down the middle, looking for the smallest man in that pack, which was Warmington. Rakawasa couldn't take it. Oh, diving on the ball and winning the free kick there, Lindsay. And no, that's not. I can't see that number.
Daniel Girdham, I reckon.
Yeah, it might have been Girdham, yes. Inside forward 50 again for the Shark Warriors, a good mark, and they'll play on straight away. Far West looking for a target out on the wing. That's Chandler. Sorry, that's not Chandler. That's Clayton
Tommy
again.
Clayton.
He looks for Chandler and finds him, swinging around on the left. And inside 50 doesn't quite get there, or gets to him on the half volley. Far West. Oh, two Far West players collide there, looking for the pill. Handball farmed out there from Brodie Chandler. And they short it up now. Some sanity resumes. Hofricker's got hold of it. The big fella looks for a target, kicks it inside 50. That's why ruckman should never kick the football. Simple as that. Just give the hand, son, and run on.
For the want of a netball term, we needed to flatten that kick out.
The Shark Warriors have possession now, and they don't give it back easy. Look at this from John Cock. How about that kick?
With his
Girdham.
the mullet.
No wonder I keep thinking it's a 2. It's a 7. Girdham kicks it forward, and it was definitely the advantage of his foot. He just couldn't finish the job in code. Girdham 7 looks very suspiciously like a 2. I have to remember the mullet.
Yeah. Any mum would be proud of that.
Oh, what have we got here? It's been holding the ball, is it?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Okay. Far West. Looking to clear, just cutting
Nice
across the
Waite.
front there. That's a good solid mark from Waite. No sun to worry about that time. In the middle of Centenary Oval now we go. There's the number 2, I reckon, of Lindsay. And coming out now, John Cock again. Look at him go. He is a smooth mover, this boy. Kicked it out to the left, though. Just can't finish his work at the moment, Ali John Cock.
No, he just needs to get that kicking under control.
He's moving beautifully, though,
He is.
around half forward for the Shark Warriors. It's out of play, thrown in now. Uncontested there. The Shark Warriors win it down. There's John Cock again, of the Ali variety, of course. And that's going to not come out of there, and we'll have a ball up about 20 metres out from the from the Shark Warriors goal. Again, they're kicking to the northern end in this quarter. Just hacked off the ground. That's not going to work. Taking the mark there for the Sharks is Cameron Wild. We reckon we're going to have a crack at that anyway.
Yeah.
Cameron Wild.
Looks like a 21 from him.
Cameron's a Wild today at Centenary Oval, apparently. In he comes. He'll kick this from inside 40, you would think, by the time he lets go. He does. Looks online to me. Goal umpire hasn't moved. Straight through the middle. That's another one. They're cruising along at the moment, the Shark Warriors. They move to 8 goals 5, I believe, to 3 goals straight Far West on the Anytime Fitness scoreboard. Another smooth passage of play for the Shark Warriors, Joe.
Yeah, they're certainly finding their targets, and they're just finishing it off better than what the Far West boys are at the moment.
Most certainly. DJ Barrow is down on the other side of the ground, and we'll get to him in a moment. We'll take in this next bounce, and we'll throw to him at the next stoppage and get his thoughts on what he's seeing and what Far West are doing to try and stem the flow at the moment. The scoring end is to whatever end the Shark Warriors are kicking in this game at the moment. Trowbridge wins that out, and handball over there and a kick forward from Ettridge. Doesn't find its intended target. Going back with courage was Chandler. The skipper needs to insert himself in this quarter. He gets up and has a crack again, wins that ball. Can he find a teammate though? Nope. And we'll have a ball up over there when they eventually sort this out, I'm pretty sure. We do. Chandler was pretty prominent in the first quarter. Hasn't had much, well, hasn't been able to do much in this quarter, Joe. They've held him pretty well.
Yeah, they have. They really have cut him out.
The Shark Warriors now spinning out of there. Again was Lindsay, and we're on. They're running now, the Shark Warriors in possession. That handball missed its target, and Far West bundle that ball out over the boundary line, just on the northern side of the Shark Warriors dugout. Half forward flank for the EP Sharks. Ball tossed in. Rucks go at it. Hall wins that one. It taps it back, and they've got plenty of numbers out here. That's a good grab going back with the flight of it.
Wild.
Wild again. Looks inside 50, Jackamara. Wrong name, Jeremy Johncock. Close, he looked like a Jackamara taking that grab there. Jeremy Johncock, how smooth is he?
Yeah, very. Yeah, he certainly is looking to have a lot better carnival than last year. He was pretty disappointed with his efforts last year and has been working pretty hard to make sure he puts in a better one this year.
He's the new Indigenous liaison officer at the Adelaide Football Club, still playing in the Mallee comp. In he comes, Jeremy Johncock. Oh, it's just out to the left, I think. Just out to the left. DJ Barra will throw down to you, mate. So what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, it's a pretty good outfit, the Sharks outfit. They're really dominating in all facets of the game. They're stronger bodies. They're now actually a lot quicker than what Far West is. I think Far West will just be hanging out for half time now so they can regroup and see how they can stop this great team. Back to you, Jace.
DJ Barra with his thoughts down there from the boundary line. He's standing right next to the Far West dugout at the moment, and they need to do some work down there, Joe.
Yeah, they certainly do.
Not many options at the moment, but another shot on goal, in fact, it is for the Sharks, and that won't work. What's happened there? We've got a ball in.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's called him to play on, and he's okay. Anyway, it's in the forward pocket for the Sharks, and all flashing through there, Lindsay, but couldn't get hold of the pill, and that'll spill over the boundary line again. Solid work for Far West from Bowden, I believe it was, just farming that over the boundary line. Toss back in, Miller's in the ruck again, gives Hall a bit of a shove out of the way and wins the tap, but it doesn't help him because they are the masters in close at the moment, the Sharks. And if you don't mind, as easy as you like, strolling into an open goal there for the Shark Warriors was Leslie Mundy. Beautiful work in close. Even when Far West get their hand to the ball first, they're just too clever and classy in tight. The Shark Warriors at the moment, and they march on. This is getting dangerously out of hand for Far West. 9 goals, 6 to 3 straight, 7 goals to the good for the EP Shark Warriors as we approach half time. Joe Franklin.
Yeah, Far West certainly need to get a stop on this before it gets too far out of hand for them.
That's the first time we've called the name today, and doesn't mean he hasn't done anything. It's a bit hard to pick his number up, Leslie Mundy, so he may have been everywhere. But he certainly comfortably finished that one. Back in the middle now of Centenary Oval. Miller will go up against the big fellow for the Shark Warriors in honour. They wrestle over it on the ground there. That's not coming out. We're going to do this again. Warmington just got trampled by about 15. He is as
having a real go.
Gutsy as the day is long, and give that to no one. Diving on that in the end. Probably, no, that was the bottom of that's Chandler, I think. Picking himself up. He's trying hard. They go, we give that one to Miller for Far West, but again, winning it out of there is Lindsay. Just pumps it forward for the Shark Warriors. Oh, over the top. Was that Johncock again, was it? No.
Mundy, I reckon.
I think it might have been
Leslie
right.
Mundy.
Mundy's everywhere at the moment. Leslie Mundy on for a run and making an impact.
Yeah, certainly is.
They go. Big jump there from Lionel Wilson, but out comes the ball now, and it's only one leading back in the race for the ball, but as you can hear, that's the siren for half-time before the Shark Warriors can do any more damage on the Anytime Fitness scoreboard at half-time here at Centenary Oval. 9-6-60 to Far West, 3 straight 18. Before we go to the huddle, DJ Barra, which huddle are you going to make your way out to, my good man?
Yeah, thanks, Jace. I'm going to go and see if I can get Harry Miller just as the players go back onto the ground. So that'll be in a few minutes' time, and I'll see what his thoughts are on the lead. And yeah, they're getting close to what happened in the first game, so we'll see what happens. Back to you, Jace.
DJ Barra, we're going to head off to a break. It is half-time here at Centenary Oval in Game 3 of the day's action between the EP Shark Warriors, who are in control, 42-point leaders at half-time over Far West. We are live at Mortlock Shield 2018. The Bendigo Bank proudly looking after the Mortlock Shield this year. All thanks to Boat Supplies, West Coast.
Australians! Optus 4G Plus network now covers more of you than ever. So you can post fast, watch fast, play fast, just like me.
How you going? I'm good. How are you? So I'll just get your accounts up. It looks like you've built up a lot of change from banking with us. Would you like to see the change? Yeah. Yeah? Cool. I'll just pop out. I won't be a minute. Is that okay? Yeah. Right. Lorraine, can I just grab your hat here for a sec? Yep. Thank you. What's happening? What's this for? What's it called? Thank you for banking with us. This is to show where your money goes.
Thank you for banking with Bendigo Bank. Your banking allows Bendigo Bank to support Food Bank, their school breakfast program. Kids are having social interaction in the morning and their learning's improving, so that's a big fantastic. Thank you. So we thank you for that.
Bendigo Bank have bought Australia Red Cross a bus, a 10-seater bus that we can take isolated people on trips around the southeast.
I'd like to introduce you to some members and competitors from our club. This is Bella, Snoopy, Amari and Tali. Bella would like to say thank you. Thank you.
On behalf of the Limestone Coast Symphony Orchestra, we would just like to thank you. We rely on community support to exist, so thank you very much.
The Sunset Community Kitchen cook meals for people just to help them out with their financial difficulties. And the Bendigo Bank have recently given us an amount of money that enabled us to install a fabulous new stove, and we're so very grateful. So thank you very much for banking with Bendigo Bank.
Thank you for what you do for the community.
Thank you.
In the community, there are a lot of struggling people, and to have a donation or some help and a backup from something like the Bendigo Bank, it's fantastic for the community.
No matter where you are around Australia, see the change your banking can make. Bendigo Bank.
Again, little handball over, finds its intended target. Dale King kicks the ball out now for Code. Code wheels around, boots it straight. In fact, that's to Code. And Johncock takes a karate kick at the... Oh, and it spilled out the back. Who's kicked that? Is that Code that's kicked it?
He's pretty clever.
He's everywhere.
To himself.
Was Code to Code, and Code finished. I don't know who the other boy was out there for the Shark Warriors, but clever finish in the goal square there.
It'll have it too quick,
cracks at it.
Just have it too quick.
It's a good finish, and another one. That's a good start to the third term for the Shark Warriors, and they're going on their merry way. They've kicked out to a 48-point lead early in the third quarter on the Port Lincoln Boat Supplies scoreboard. They go to 10-6-66 to Far West 3 straight 18. Back in the middle, big haul for the Shark Warriors will go up against Miller again. They've had a good battle in the middle. Hall wins that one. Wrapped up. Oh, what a tackle for Miller. Thank you very much. Big Hall even patted him on the back there. It's a good tackle. That was on Derek Wanganeen. Oh, the boys go at it. And flashing through there is Wanganeen. He kicks the ball out now. It's a good kick. And taking that one there for the Shark Warriors is Dale King. He looks for a target and finds it in Big Hall, who's everywhere. He's run on. Looks inside 50 for options now. What a kick. That is lace-out football. That's a contender for the Anytime Fitness Player of the Day right there. This is Code. He's taken the grab on a solid lead, Michael Code. He'll kick from 35 metres out or on a, we can't even call it a 45-degree angle. Almost directly in front. In he comes. We're right behind it. Kicks just out to the left, but it's hanging on, and it's another one. 11-6, the Shark Warriors. They're doing as they please here at Centenary Oval in Game 3 of the 2018 Bendigo Bank Mortlock Shield. Just cruising along beautifully. DJ Barra, we'll throw back to you because we had to come back to the commentary position early. He's just walking across in front of the Shark Warriors bench. You got to the huddle there at half time. What did you hear from the huddle?
Yeah, Harry was pretty happy with what they've been doing. He can understand that they're a lot quicker than the other opposition. He's happy for them to keep going. He's not worried about what the actual result will be, so long as they get the win. And we'll just take it from there. I'll just quickly ask Ash Franklin here. I've got him standing next to me. If there's any injuries at all, Ash?
No, good as gold, thanks.
All right, back to you, Jace.
There you go. Ashley just doing his job over there, looking resplendent in the orange too. Ashley Franklin, can we just say it's his colour. The ruck's going at it again, and we'll give that to Bill. Oh, big bump on Warmington. Down he goes. He's tough though. Look here, the big hole says, "Here you go, young fella, you've earned that one."
He will have a headache.
Good kick though. Oh, yep. Great kick, good lead. Cleared his head, found a target. Tommy Clayton again. He's been good for Far West. That's not so good. Ali Johncock can't get it up forward. So he runs back and picks up a kick. There we go. I believe that's Wanganeen it was there. Just crossing the ball out there. Oh, picked up beautifully on the half volley there. And they are running in numbers. That was Lindsay booting it forward now. Underneath that is the big fella there. Oh, he's looking for a target but couldn't find one. Did a 360. Little do-si-do. Didn't do him any good though. Far West win the free kick. Out in front of their dugout now. They'll look to clear and go forward. Chandler just shorts that up. It's a good kick. And that's Smith. Smith boots it forward for Far West. It spills over the back. Johnny on the spot there for Far West was Lionel Wilson. He boots it inside forward 50 now. And back with the flight of the ball. Couldn't quite take the mark, and the Shark Warriors have numbers. They will... Oh, terrible kick off the instep. That will run out over the boundary line, will it? It will.
Yep, it will.
Just about had an air swing. That one there. It'll be tossed in about 45 metres out from Far West goal. They are kicking to the northern end in this quarter. That's an interesting ruck tap there from an unlikely source in Ben Bolt going up in the ruck for Far West. They fight out though and just boot it out, trying to clear the ball there for the Shark Warriors. It's coming out now. Diving in, the ball will spill out over the boundary line here, will it? No, we've got a one-on-one contest. That ball's going nowhere. Wrapped up, good tackle there for the Shark Warriors. It's John Cock, I think he wrapped him up in the tackle. Spills out now, Chandler. Off the left, looking for a target here, a man free, about 60 metres out from goal. That is young Ettridge, I believe. He's kicked it out wide here to Bowden. Bowden goes forward for Far West. Good mark taken there. Inside 50. I'll wait for it to turn around, but I think it's Trowbridge. Pretty sure it is. Jared Trowbridge. Man who knows this carnival very, very well. He'll kick from the boundary line pretty much. In the dead pocket here at Centenary Oval at the northern end. He's kicked it across the face, as is normally the case from that pocket, and it spills through for their first behind of the afternoon. That moves Far West to 3-1. They're a long way back. 11-6 the Shark Warriors. It's kicked out in front of Ali Johncock, who just takes the mark, plays on and kicks it up here. Look at this. Great ball movement. Handball over from Johncock, who took the mark. Running on now and collecting the ball is Wells. He's kicked it short. That's how easy it was. So Johncock across, if you don't mind, to Smith. Sorry, that was Mundy. And then the little handball on to Phelps it was. Phelps who kicked the ball in here to Code, who will finish from about... I'm on the mark, Joe. He'll kick from about 25 metres out, and he has kicked it straight over the goal umpire's hat. That right there was the Terry White Chemist play of the day so far.
That was certainly some good bit of play there. And, yep, Thomas Phelps, of course, very well-bred EP boy.
Indeed.
Some good breeding there.
Yes, beautiful work all round. A great kick out it was to John Cock, who didn't wait, didn't get back off the mark. Little handball over to Mundy. Mundy farmed it off to Phelps. Phelps with a beautiful kick to Code. Simple as that. That's ball movement 101, Joe.
Certainly is, and I reckon that Tom's dad would be here celebrating the one of the wins from the EP boys.
88 to 91.
Yep.
The EP boys, it's their reunion today. They're the guests of honour at Mortlock Shield 2018, and we're back in the middle of the ground now. Picking the ball up there and getting it out. Oh, I think he's called it a throw, has he?
It's Marty Chandler, the umpire.
We had the vision of that, and I can tell you it wasn't a throw, umpire. Cameron's wild, and he should be. Picked it up, or not quite picking it up there. Full-chested coming out was Chandler of the Jesse variety. Forward go the Shark Warriors, but a clearing mark there taken by Wells. Wells comes out to this side. Brodie Chandler, the skipper, he'll look up on the left foot. Hello. He's quite going to get there in time. He was looking for Miller, but going back with courage. He would have heard the footsteps. That was Hartwig. He looks inside now. That's going to get to its intended target too. Beautiful kick. Phelps takes the mark. Chandler tried hard to get there and he just couldn't quite get there. Phelps has been involved in the last two passages of play for the Shark Warriors. They've been pretty solid passages too. Cruising along now, the Shark Warriors. DJ Barrow is ready to have a chat, and we'll just take this shot on goal before we cross down to him. In comes Phelps now. He's going to kick from 50. Will he get the trip? Kicks from right on 50. It's out to the left. Through for one behind. DJ Barrow down on the boundary line. What have you got for us?
Yeah, thanks, Jace. I'm down here. I'm standing next to James Fantasia, the CEO of the Norwood Football Club. What are you liking so far on the carnival, James?
Well, I've got to say, it's there's always, it surprises me, and I probably shouldn't, but the standard is quite exceptional.
And of course, you're over here helping the Redlegs, the Mighty Redlegs, which is my club as well, of course. And yeah, got a bit of merchandise here to sell.
Oh, we have. So if anyone's down at the ground, please come along and get yourself some Norwood memorabilia or merchandise, I should say. But you know, having the Eyre Peninsula as our development zone is just an absolute bonus for us, and we love getting over here. We love the opportunity to to have a look at some of the lads that are running around and playing, and of course we've even got a couple of these young Cole Gerloff playing league footy today. So we're starting to see them come through, which is always really important.
Yeah, good on you. Good on you. Thanks, James. Cheers.
DJ Barrow there, and if Trudy Barracliff is listening, cancel the credit cards, Trudes. The wallet is out, and Barrow has just about bought the entire shop over there for the Redlegs. He's a Redleg fanatic. Fantasia, big name in football. We haven't got an Orazio today, but we've got some quality out here where it's in front of the Shark Warriors goal at the moment since we return to the action now, and we've got a ball up about 40 metres out, almost directly in front from the Shark Warriors goal. They're kicking to the southern end in this quarter. And we're going to have another ball up, I think. It's come out the back there. Phelps again. He wins it on the left foot. What about this kick? Oh, it just about went through. That would have been the Lincoln Rural goal of the day. Absolutely. He's been in everything in this quarter,
yeah,
Phelps.
He certainly has. And,
but off hands, 3 for 1 behind. Bringing the ball in now and just kicking it short to Chandler. The skipper. What can he do? Brodie Chandler just kicks it short, finds his target. Far West retained possession, but they've gone nowhere. John Cox stands the mark. That's a tall target to get over. And of course, the kick doesn't find its target. That's good manning the mark, but Trowbridge did get on the end of it in the end. Oh, that's holding the ball. It gave a handball off Trowbridge and trying to do a bit too much there. I think that was Wilson. Lionel Wilson. Code just gives the ball back to the mulleted one. Gurdon finds... No, not 15. No, it wasn't. It went 25. Gone through now and up kicked into the goal square. Phelps tried to get one hand to it, and he did, but couldn't reel it in, and it spilled through for a 1 behind. Far West will bring the ball back into play. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's game 3 of the Mortlock Shield, and we're at 12-9-81. The Sharks of the West Coast Diesel Services scoreboard to Far West 3-1-19. About 60 metres out from the Shark Warriors goal now, and we've got a ball up. Chandler's around this one. Up they go, and it spills out the back again. Clever work there for the Shark Warriors, and that's shorted up to Duncan, we reckon. Yep, he's looking around for options inside his attacking area. Just goes out into the pocket Couldn't quite get up enough there. John Cock spills out the back. Far West will look to clear now. Have they got a target on the far side of the ground? They do. Spills to the front, but they can't quite win possession. Good solid wrap-up tackle there, and we'll have a ball up in front of the Far West dugout. About 80 metres out. Oh, hello. No, he's picked out a free kick here, the umpire. Not sure what that was all about. What's he called holding the ball?
Yes,
That's
he
a
did.
tough call, that one.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Dom just needs to lift and get into this game for the Far West boys.
Yeah, he does. Now, Far West looking to run it out again. Chandler was looking for options. He found a handball out wide. They're looking to switch. Not sure where to go at the moment. Pretty indecisive work. Oh, picked up beautifully there. Turned on a Thrupney bit. That was Chandler again. Out he goes. And Wilson over the top there. Beautiful handball now. They're looking to move forward, but smothered off the boot. And the Shark Warriors will clear again, but there's no one home for them out on the wing in front of the grandstand. Far West mark. They look to go forward. And can't quite get over the back there. Tyson Waite takes the mark. He shorts it up, finds the target in at centre half back for the Shark Warriors. They're just chipping it around. That's play on, picked up on the half volley in front of the Shark Warriors dugout. Good handball, finds a man in space. Closing there was for Far West. That was Ettridge, but he couldn't quite make the contest, and good solid mark. Forward they go, the Shark Warriors. Running through now, picking that ball up was Ettridge. Gets it out there wide, and they run out of defence, but he's turned it over again. Oh, there's men on everywhere in the middle here for the Shark Warriors. If he can pick it up, he can't. Wrapped up by two tacklers. They close well there. That was Halbert closing and laying a tackle for Far West. Geez, if they got through there, they would have strolled into goal.
Absolutely.
Tapped out the back and pumped forward there for the Shark Warriors by Dale King, but it's turned over. A clearing mark will be taken now for Far West. They bring it out towards us. That's not going to get there. One hand's enough for Mundy. He's everywhere in this quarter. He kicks it forward. A little push off there from Lindsay. Didn't bring the desired result. The ball spills over the boundary line in the forward pocket for the Shark Warriors, about 15 metres around from their goal. The southern end is what they're kicking to in this third term. Gone to a bit of a standstill with the scoring in this quarter. Far West have thrown some numbers back. Chandler just ushers that over the boundary line. We'll have another throw in basically the same spot, Joe.
Yeah, basically it is, and I've just noticed that the young lad that was caught up in the plane issue this morning,
he's turned up.
Lane Dunn has turned up.
Quick snap out of that from the boundary throw in.
Wow.
That's a goal.
It is.
Straight over the goal umpires. That classy work there from Jeremy Johncock. He is a cut above. Beautiful finish.
Yeah, he's brought his A game this carnival for sure.
He absolutely has. And that's their 12th, the EP Sharks. They go to 12-9. The Far West crew 3 goals, 1 on the Lincoln Rural scoreboard at Centenary Oval, Mortlock Shield 2018. DJ Barrow down on the boundary line. This is starting to get ugly, mate.
Yeah, it is, mate, but Harry Miller, he's really happy. He's still ringing the changes to try and get as much scoring as they can happening, but it is getting very ugly, and I think the Far West boys are starting to get a little bit tired. Back to you, Jace.
In the middle again, up we go, the big fella Hall. This time his opponent in the ruck was Hoffricker, but forward they go, Far West. Numbers out the back, though. That handball didn't find its target, but it'll work. And the Shark Warriors, good closing place there from Phelps. He's been good. Winning that forward now is Kane Dunn for Far West. Didn't find his target with the kick, though. The big fella Hoffricker couldn't get the handball out, but apparently it's play on Warmington off the right foot. Not natural for him, but he's found a target, and that is Daniel Smith looking for a target now inside 50 and finds one. Oh, made him earn it. Good grab. Far West will have a shot on goal now. It's on a tight angle. It's that man again that we've been talking about, Tom Clayton. He's been a bit quieter in this quarter, but he's had a good game so far. Does not mind standing underneath the football, this young man. In he comes. It's a tough pocket to score from here at Centenary Oval. It's probably, yes, it's out to the right. Just a bit skinny.
Yep.
And through for one behind.
Yep, and in that clash right in front of us here, Tom Phelps obviously come off a little bit second best, has just headed to the dugout with a little bit of a shoulder injury.
We'll cross down to DJ Barron a tick and get an update on that. Wilson's just stalking the pack there, but Big Hall says, don't worry, it's not going to ground. Clean as a whistle. Hall. That's a terrible kick. I've said before, ruckman shouldn't kick the football. Someone should get behind him, just get the little handball.
They need to have that game plan.
He's been good though, Big Hall. Can't take that away from him. It's cut off there. The Shark Warriors look to go forward. That handball missed the mark though. Oh my goodness! Oh, that was Chandler, I reckon, had it slapped out of his hands. Trowbridge picked it up though and goes forward. Couldn't quite complete the mark there. Lionel looks on goal with the left foot and misses out to the flat side of the ground. Just out to the left.
Really needed that.
They did. Lionel Wilson, he's a live wire.
Yeah. He's had plenty of the ball.
He has. That was off the left peg. Just didn't quite curl back. Thought it was going to off the boot. It's a 3 for 1 behind. 3-3-21. I'll do some maths. Far West. Brought back into play now. For the Shark Warriors, they go up. Plenty on the ground, though. Warmington tries to pick it up. Can't quite. Trowbridge is in there as well. And on the bottom of that pack is a Shark Warriors boy, and I can't see his number at the moment. It's the mulleted one, Gurdam, I think.
Yep, taking a little bit of time to get up, must be Daniel.
That's it. I don't worry about the number now. I just look for the mullet. In they come, the Shark Warriors pick that up, and they will clear now. A torp that doesn't get a lot of distance, but running backwards. Oh, look at that contest there.
Peter Lindsay.
Classy. Lindsay handballs the ball over now. Ali Johncock ran on. Oh, sorry, that's the other guy. That's Mundy. They're lookalikes. Good mark.
Finishes up with Jeremy
Johncock.
Yet again.
Just put this one down in your programs, folks. Put it down. Doing my best on the mark for you, Far West. He's not missing this, Joe. He'll kick from 15 metres out directly in front. He comes and just pops it in over the goal umpire's hat. Touched. No, it's through. It is through. Okay. 13. That's their 13th. 13 goals, 9 now, the Far West crew. Shark Warriors 3-3. DJ Barra, you're down there on the boundary line. What is the story for young Phelps down there?
Yeah, I'm just next to Thomas Phelps, mate. He's just popped his shoulder. He's got a bit of ice on it, but I think we're just going to rest him for the rest of the game and have him all ready for Monday. Thomas, you going all right?
Yeah, not so bad, mate.
Take it easy. We'll see you on Monday. Thanks, Base. Back to you.
DJ Barra just jumping on in there. Why not? It's 3/4 time. We'll go back to Barra later on. How you going, mate? Yeah, no, his shoulder's a bit sore. Never mind. Young Phelps, why risk him at the moment? He's been done enough.
Yeah,
in that
you could see
quarter.
it, Guy. It just happened right down in front of us. You could see it just pop.
Indeed. So that is 3/4 time here at Centenary Oval. In fact, it's 14-10 to the Shark Warriors at the moment. 14-10-94 to Far West 3-3-21 on the Pizza Trieste scoreboard. It is 3/4 time. We'll go off to a break. When we return, we'll cross back down to DJ Barra and we'll gear up for the final quarter here at Centenary Oval. The 2018 Bendigo Bank Mortlock Shield continues here on the Eyre Peninsula's 5CC.
Do you have an upcoming event? Reach an audience beyond the venue. Live streaming your events allows you to reach a global audience, letting people all over the world watch, engage, and interact with your content in real time. By providing a live stream of your event, those who would previously be missing out can watch and engage from their office, home, or mobile device. Live streaming can provide an additional way to generate income and exposure. Conferences, awards nights, sporting events, concerts, community events. Get your message on air with onair.com.
Thanks to you, our brigade has received an awful lot of gear that has helped us help the community.
I was in a really bad car accident. If the fire and rescue mob weren't there, I mightn't be here.
See the change your banking can make. Bendigo Bank. Be the change.
Australians! Optus 4G Plus network now covers more of you than ever. So you can post fast, watch fast, play fast, just like me.
Put your brand in the palm of the hand of thousands of sports viewers from your local area and even across the globe. Social media-based live streaming has the potential to reach well beyond your existing network. Sport fans are the most engaged viewers, both on television and online, which means more viewers who see your ads and are more likely to act on them. Talk to Mortlock Shield about advertising in 2019 to our growing audience and support local footy.
Shield continues. Joe Franklin's alongside of me. And Joe, before we have a chat ourselves and get ready for the last quarter, DJ Barra's been at the huddle. DJ Barra, which huddle were you at 3/4 time?
Yeah, I managed to get into the Shark huddle, and once again the message is all the same. He's starting to emphasise now that he wants to see him put a few more goals on the board. I mean, they're 72 points up, so another 2 or 3 goals might put him in good stead for Monday. Back to you, Jace.
Thank you, DJ Barra. The final term is underway now. Oh, going in hard there. Good little bump from the young fellow for Far West there in Kahini. I think we've got that right.
I think it's Keen, yeah.
Jai.
I think it's Jai.
Yeah, Jai, of course. Miller takes the mark for Far West. Trowbridge is out here by himself. Did he find him? He's paid the mark, has he? Or is it over the boundary? Again, we say it once more. This is why ruckman should not kick the football. Couldn't quite latch onto it, and we will have a boundary throw in. Big haul locks horns again with Miller. They've been at it all day. It's been a good contest, that one. Miller wins that one, pumps it forward. Running back there was Lindsay, wrapped up in a tackle from Trowbridge. Warmington's on the spot as well. He said holding the ball. Trowbridge wins the free kick. Looks for a target and finds it. Chandler there, the Jesse variety, goes forward and all going back with courage. The flight of the ball there for the Shark Warriors is... Joe, who is that?
If you turn around, we could tell you, couldn't we?
Never mind. Oh, just a little dodge around. He's got a man free out here and he's trying to get it over the back to him, and he does. What a great kick that was. The Shark Warriors go forward again and lace out. It chipped over the top to Ali Johncock, who will... No, that's not Ali Johncock. That is Alexander Miller. Oh, picked up now and turned over, in fact, for Far West, and they have booted it out to centre half forward directly in front. I'm not sure about that. Hasn't worked.
Oh, no, Brody's feeling that.
And, beautiful kick. That's Alexander Miller this time, is it?
Yeah, it is.
He's got the ball about 40 metres out, directly in front. Almost directly in front, we should say. Been in the play a fair bit in the last couple of minutes, the first part of this quarter. So, Alexander Miller. They've been very, very good today, the Shark Warriors. He will kick this from, I would suggest, about 45 metres out. I'm not sure if he'll have the trip. We'll see. He comes, he crosses the 50-metre line now. Kick from a bit closer than that. He'll kick from 40, and he comes and off the boot, it's always right. Misses out to the right. And that is their 11th behind of the afternoon. The EP Shark Warriors 14-11 to Far West 3-3 on the Port Lincoln Boat Supplies scoreboard. It'll be brought into play now. Not sure about that. It comes off. Just chipping in there and taking the mark for Far West was Willis. He finds a target in Wilson. Wilson chips it into Warmington. Can he get hold of it? He does. Tries to, don't argue. You're 5'3". Don't argue with anyone there. It worked. He's found a target.
Yeah, it has.
Jesse Chandler goes long. What a kick!
Oh, yes. Jesse.
What about that?
Yeah.
Far West, that's what they're capable of.
Yep.
The Terry White Chemist scoreboard now. Terry White Chemmart scoreboard sees Far West move on to 4-3, still trailing, of course, the EP Shark Warriors 14-11. But that is a contender for the Rustic Cove Play of the Day and the Lincoln Rural Goal of the Day, all in one right there, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. Willis and Wilson combined really nicely there out of defence to get it up to Jesse, and he took his opportunity.
What about the Jake Warmington?
Yeah.
Don't argue. Thinks he's Dustin Martin. Beautiful work. It's ball's one out now from the Shark Warriors off the restart. That's coming out of there. Yes, it is. They'll go forward once more. Rakawasa boots it forward, but it's chopped off. He said holding the ball, but I think at some point you have to get off the mark, do you not, umpire? Anyway, Warriors, good finish. Derek Wanganeen has finished that from the pocket. That is class. That's a class finish. Jeez, I thought he was a bit unlucky there, the Far West lad, but he did play on, and got to know where your opponents are if you're going to do that. They march on 15-11 now to 4-3 on the Port Lincoln Boat Supplies scoreboard. DJ Barrow, you're down on the boundary line. Any injury updates down there, mate?
Big Keza Hall's come off, and they're putting a little bit of ice on his right hamstring. It doesn't look too bad because he wasn't limping much, but I want to look after that. He's a man mountain, and I need him in the centre. Back to you, mate.
That is a jumbo-sized hamstring as well. They've got enough ice down there. There'll be some warm beer this afternoon. Jamie Honour into the ruck, and he's following that around. Trowbridge goes in and tries to turn out of that. He probably a bit lucky there. Up they go. Honour into the ruck now against Miller. We give that one to Miller. Strong tackle from Trowbridge. Straddles his opponent there. On the bottom of that pack was our man Miller. Alexander Miller. He's in everything. He's in front of it again. Taps it to the boundary line, picks it up one-handed, looks for the handball. It's at the feet of his teammate there in Rakawasa. Aziri Rakawasa boots it forward. It's about 30 metres out directly in front. The Shark Warriors lead. He's tried a check side kick from 35 metres out. He was facing the can bar. You can't finish from there. He has. Cameron Wild doesn't worry about the left foot. No left foot needed. Cameron's are Wild at Centenary Oval today. He's been good all afternoon. That's a great finish, and that right there is the Lincoln Rural Goal of the Day.
And who is picking that, Jason?
We are.
Good.
We'll have a crack at it anyway.
Yep, we've got a few contenders. There's no doubt about that.
That's a great finish.
Yeah.
Back in the middle of Centenary Oval now. Trowbridge having a run on the ball, as he should.
Yeah.
Tough and hard at it. Warmington's in there again. He doesn't shy away either. Up goes Miller, wins it down, but that's not where those two lads are that we speak of. It's not coming out. Little handball out to Trowbridge. And leading in the race here is a couple of Far West boys. One tries to shepherd in front of Lionel Wilson. Rakawasa just gets a 1 metre kick, and he's set holding the ball. We can't help you, young man. Jai there turns it over. And the Shark Warriors have it back on their half-back flank. It's a mongrel kick, and Miller just puts the hands out, takes that. Warmington nearly had an air swing. Goes back in to try and make amends, but misses the tackle as well. Not a great couple of minutes for him. Honour gets a handball through the middle. Just cruising through there, Lindsay. Have a look at this. Alexander Miller, our man, can he get there? It's Ali Johncock. They are lookalikes, those two. And Johncock couldn't keep that ball in. It's over the boundary line. It'll be tossed in. Just trying to get my head around so we can see what's going on there. There it is, tossed in now. And the young man there for Far West will give it to him, Ettridge. Shot on goal though from Johncock. It's not going to get there, and it's punched through for one behind. Johncock could have had 3 or 4 today to his name, but just hasn't quite been able to finish his good work up forward.
No, I reckon Dad will have him out having some goal kicking practice tomorrow.
I think so.
Now this one is.
Now those jumpers look nothing alike.
This is the look-alike.
And he has just kicked that out from full-back there, Bowden, and hit
Leslie Mundy.
That's Leslie Mundy. He's just hit him on the chest, and I don't think there was a Far West player within 15 metres of him, so I'm not sure what was going on there. Anyway, in he comes. Mundy from 30 metres out, and he's missed to the left. Left that skinny. That's It's another behind for the Shark Warriors. They move on to 17-12, and the Far West boys are stuck on. I think it's actually 3-4. The scoreboard's a point behind, but anyway, with the ball's back into play now. We're out in front of the Shark Warriors dugout on the grandstand side of Centenary Oval. The ball spilled out over the boundary line, just about to DJ Barra. Nearly got a touch then.
I think it's 4 goals. Actually.
Get in there, Barra. Toss back in, just in front of him now. Rucks go at it. Miller wins that one, but as has been the case, Shark Warriors get their hands on it first. Good tackle though, wraps it up, and we'll have a ball up almost in the middle of Centenary Oval, out on the wing in front of the grandstand. Miller goes up again. We'll give that one to him again. It's been good today, Miller, for Far West.
He really has. He's
Hasn't
really
stopped
battled away.
trying.
No, he's battled away.
Hasn't stopped trying. And we've got another ball up again. Shark Warriors have pushed an extra up to each stoppage, and their ball use has allowed them to be able to do that. So they've outnumbered Far West around the ball all afternoon.
Yeah, they certainly have.
Once they've got clear possession, they've just used it better.
Yeah.
Simple as that. It's a simple game.
Yeah, it is simple. Kick, mark, kick, mark.
That's it. Tossed in again now. They're just sort of shoveling it forward, Far West, but
Trowbridge
not a lot of
again.
method to it. Trowbridge goes forward. That was better. It's gone inside forward 50. There's a loose out the back there for the Shark Warriors, and Jaden Montgomery clears, but he's turned it over. Chandler kicks to Chandler. That was Brody to Jesse, and he will kick from just outside 50, I think. Has he got the journey, Joe? You know him better than I do.
Not sure.
It's the scoring end he's kicking to.
It is.
We'll see.
He's looking like he's a bit confident about doing it.
He'll kick from about 52, 53 metres out.
He's going
to have to get all of it.
Is he looking like he's going to go for a talk here? Or?
In he comes. No, he's gone the drop punt,
Nice
but it's
on
going to
the
land in the goal square. Up they go. Great mark at the front. One grabber. Not sure who that is. Is it Lindsay? No, he's moved on anyway. He's played on. And out they come out this side. There's some numbers here for Far West if he can just get a hand to it, and he did. They'll wrap up there, and it's a good tackle from Halbert and Ettridge combining there, I believe. In fact, it wasn't. It was Wilkins. Now, tossed up again. The Shark Warriors look to win the ball and go forward once more. They're inside their 50, but that's a good solid tackle there, and pump forward. Oh, good football.
Yep. Brody.
It's a good kick from, that was Jesse Chandler, it was.
To Brody.
And to Brody. So the Chandler connection again. It's not going to suit his left foot from this pocket, but in he comes anyway. Not quite as deep as the other pocket at the other end. He's gone to the check side and finished beautifully, if you don't mind.
Well done. That's a captain's goal, that one.
Absolutely. Great finish.
Yep.
There's a contender for the Lincoln Rural goal of the day, although mind the other check side we saw a little bit earlier, but that's exactly how it's done from that pocket for a left footer. And they move on now to 4-4, we reckon 28 to...
I actually reckon Jace it's 5, according to...
Could be.
Yeah, I reckon they missed the last goal because I've got him for 5.
Okay, 5. Joe has gone Far West 5. We reckon it's 5-4.
Yep.
To 17-12 on the Anytime Fitness scoreboard. And we're back in the middle of Centenary Oval. Go down to DJ Barra at the next stoppage. Big fella there, Ono, wins that tap and just hustles it forward. Wins a little handball out there. That was to Smith, and Shark Warriors forward we go. That's a great finish.
David Murray.
Murray, what a great kick. Beautiful football from the Shark Warriors. They march on. Another contender for the Rusty Cove Player of the Day. DJ Barra down on the boundary line. It's been great football from the Shark Warriors in this game.
Yeah, they're really starting to turn it on with about 10 minutes to go. I wouldn't be surprised if they kick off with another 3 or 4 goals here. And just on the bench, Phelps and Hall, I wouldn't think they'll take any part in the game again for today. That'll be just for precautionary reasons, so they can play again on Monday. Back to you, Jace.
Oh, yes, I'm sure the trainer will get him up for Monday.
Hey, he's got some work to do over there, Ashley Franklin. Another big tap from Honor, who's filled in the ruck very well.
Yeah, he has.
It's going to spray back. Nobody can pick it up. Big fella gets the handball out, and coming out now to Milton, who'll go forward for the Shark Warriors again. Oh, yeah. No, he said a push. Not sure about that, but Out it comes now. Far West will clear. Warmington's by himself, takes the mark. Uses the left foot, goes inboard, couldn't quite hit the target, but was enough to pick it up. Quality pick up from Clayton. And Far West move forward. Chandler's starting to get into the play now. Uses the left. He's got a man out here by himself, Dom Denton. Dom looks inside 50 for Trowbridge, who, it's not Trowbridge in fact, it was Smith. Goes through his legs. Spills back out to Dom Denton, and he's wrapped up by 3 Shark Warriors tacklers, and we'll have a ball up about 45 metres out from the Far West goal. Kicking to the southern end. They clear it out of there, and Warmington's back now. He's got a man free inside 50, and it's just over his head. Couldn't quite get onto that halbert. Far West have won possession, though. That's Trowbridge there again, tough and hard at it. Oh, he's turned straight into a tackle there. Hofricker, you're a ruckman, son. Just get rid of it. The Shark Warriors look to clear now. Oh, just jumping into the tackle there was Wilkins. I'm not sure about that. Oh, there goes Ali Johncock through. Wilson pumps it forward for Far West, and a good mark. Brody Chandler.
Yep, chance to kick another one here.
The Chandler connection in this last quarter has been good. So this is Brody Chandler, the skipper. In he comes, kicked the captain's goal earlier from the pocket. This one's much easier. He keeps it low, pumps it through the middle, straight through the middle over the goal umpire's hat. He's clearly probably been Far West best, you'd say. There's been a few good players for them this afternoon, but he had a very good first term, and he's been good in this quarter as well, Joe.
Oh, yes, certainly. Him and Wayne Miller, Jared Trowbridge, there's no doubt that they have fought hard all day.
No doubt about that. So we move forward to the landmark Tumby Bay scoreboard, and that takes the Shark Warriors. I'm not sure. We'll come back to that in a moment because they're changing the numbers up there. I reckon that's their 6th. Yep. Far West. We'll get back to that in a minute. But we're back in the middle now of Centenary Oval. Up they go. And we'll give that one to Honour. Oh, it spills out there, and Wilkins is getting his hands on the ball in this last quarter. It's come out now, Lionel Wilson. It goes inside 50. Oh! Smith just about took his hands clean off.
Thought he was going to drop that then.
Smith will line up for goal. He's a long way out.
Yeah, he's trying to look for an option.
He'll kick from 50. Has he got the trip? We're not sure. It might land in the goal square, we think. And he comes. It will. Oh, and a good spoil there over the boundary line. Oh, that's through for a point. Through for a rush behind. And the Shark Warriors will look to bring the ball back in. They've still got them on 5 goals there on the scoreboard, and we reckon that's wrong. We're pretty sure We're pretty sure they've got 6, but never mind. The Shark Warriors now have the ball. They'll be clearing their defensive 50 with this kick if it finds its target, and it does. That's Mundy. Mundy's a long way away from us. He's a big, tall, lanky lad. Good left foot. Finds a target there. The ruckman now in Honour, is it? He's running through Centenary Oval. Kicks it up and under, and will that find a target? I think it will. Great kick. Running on now. And kicking inside forward 50. Oh, good contest there in the pocket. Good footy. Yes, agree. Whoever said that, great work. We need to get him up here. Whoever that was out there.
Yeah.
So it's tossed back in now, about 30 metres out from the Shark Warriors goal. Dodging, weaving, handball out. Doesn't quite clear the area. Wanganeen. Just a little handball over the top. We're working in a shoebox again there on the boundary line. That's out on the full.
Young Aidan Smith come on for Sharks. He's had a few touches since he's come on.
He has. He's been good. Nice to have the depth that's available to the Shark Warriors where they can just bring someone like that off the bench. Thank you very much. Far West now will look to clear this. Not a lot of space. That's going to work. That's okay. Warmington's got onto that. No, he's looking to switch, but he's going to be forced to go down the line. Not sure about that. Big fella over the top takes the mark for the Warriors in Montgomery. Montgomery now looks in off the left foot. Oh, what have we got? 25-metre penalty. We've got a downfield free kick. Okay, and it's going to the Shark Warriors, and it's Montgomery's ball. So I'm not sure if that's a 25-metre penalty. I did hear the umpire clearly say downfield, so not sure what that's all about. But anyway, Montgomery will kick on a 45-degree angle. We're right behind it. In he comes. He'll kick from about 30. And it's always to the left. To the far side. 3 for 1 behind. And so on the scoreboard now we go to 18-13, the Shark Warriors. To the scoreboard is saying 5-4. We believe it's 6-4. Far West now. Straight down the middle of Centenary Oval. Don't worry about spreading it wide. Coming through again there. Yep, we reckon it's 6-5. Thank you very much. Is the Far West score. But in the middle of Centenary Oval now. Oh, he spilled the mark there, Wilkins. He dives back in after it. Oh, tap forward. Beautiful tap out. Picking the ball up there was Ricker, or trying to. But they've turned it over. And forward they go. Or Ali Johncock couldn't quite latch onto that. Just hacked forward for the Far West boys. No one out there except the left foot of Miller. Miller? Yeah, it was Miller. They've turned it over again. Trowbridge is a long way away from us, in front of the crowd there in front of the Canberra at Centenary Oval, and he kicks it out to right in front of the Shark Warriors dugout. Harry Miller almost got a touch there on the bench for the Shark Warriors. DJ Barrett, jump in, mate. Get in there. We'll send it down to you. Get your hands on the footy, mate. What's happening down there, Barra? Nothing. All right. That's it. Full time here at Centenary Oval. Now, we'll start with the Far West score just because we reckon that scoreboard is wrong. So we're pretty sure that they're on 6-5 Far West at the end of the game on the West Coast Diesel Services scoreboard. And the EP Shark Warriors comfortable victors 18-13, 121. So big winners, the EP Shark Warriors. DJ Barra is stalking someone out there. Let's see if we can cross down to him now that the game is over. DJ Barra, what did you make of all of that, mate?
Yeah, it was a great game. I'm just going to see if I can get the big man Jeremy Johncock here. Jeremy, what a great game that was, mate, and a good victory.
Yeah, it was a great effort by the boys. You know, we sort of set ourselves to do pretty well, and obviously the first game was pretty important for the rest of your carnival, so pretty proud of the boys today.
Yeah, it sets you up for the Monday, which you've had a bigger result than Midwest sort of thing. So you guys now, you've got a couple of injuries, a couple of little niggling injuries, so now you just got to take it easy and get ready for Monday. Yeah,
that's right. I mean, you can tell the boys to take it easy, mate, but you know, at the same time, we come over here to enjoy a company with our family and our friends too. So we're not going to be too serious about it. But yeah, by the sounds of it, we've got a couple of injuries on the bench, but I don't think it's anything too serious. So I think the boys will be right to go.
All right, good luck on Monday, mate. Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
DJ Barra there, and of course Jeremy Johncock, a superstar today for the EP Shark Warriors, and champion footballer, of course we know, Sturt League footballer, and the current Indigenous Liaison Officer at the Adelaide Football Club. He's just been appointed in that role and couldn't find a better bloke for it. So well done to the Shark Warriors, way too good today. Harry Miller, the coach, of course, he'd be very pleased, as is Jeremy Johncock, one of the leaders, and Lincoln City make their way out onto the ground, Joe Franklin.
Yeah, they certainly do. And yeah, look, Far West certainly in that last quarter certainly held EP Sharks to just the 3 goals, and they were able to get 3 on the board themselves. So certainly their best quarter.
No doubt about that. So 6-5-41, 18-13, 121. We made that an 80-point win. So that will definitely puts them into the final game.
Yep.
You would think into the 3 o'clock game on the Monday. So
yeah, cannot see this final game getting that big a margin by any show.
No, you would not think. Of course, Lincoln City and Great Flinders, the rivalry will be renewed. Far West will probably have an early start on Monday, you would think.
With Far North, I guess. With Far North, I would think.
Yes,
maybe.
you would think so. So they did play each other last year too, so we'll see how that pans out. But we'll know more at the conclusion of this game. I don't want to speculate too much until this game is finished. What we might do is go off to a quick break, I think.
Australians! Optus 4G Plus network now covers more of you than ever. So you can post fast, watch fast, play fast, just like me.
How you going? I'm good. How are you? So I'll just get your account up. It looks like you've built up a lot of change from banking with us. Would you like to see the change?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. I'll just pop out. I won't be a minute. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Great. Lorraine, can I just grab you out here for a sec?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's happening?
What's this for? What's it for? Thank you for banking with us. This is to show where your money goes.
Thank you for banking with the Bendigo Bank. Your banking allows Bendigo Bank to support Food Bank, their school breakfast program. Kids are having social interaction in the morning and their learning's improving, so that's a big fantastic. So thank you for that.
Bendigo Bank have bought Australia Red Cross a bus, a 10-seater bus that we can take isolated people on trips around the southeast.
I'd like to introduce you to some members and competitors from our club. This is Bella, Snoopy, Amari and Tali. Bella would like to say thank you. Thank you.
On behalf of the Limestone Coast Symphony Orchestra, we would just like to thank you. We rely on community support to exist, so thank you very much.
The Sunset Community Kitchen cook meals for people just to help them out with their financial difficulties. And the Bendigo Bank have recently given us an amount of money that enabled us to install a fabulous new stove, and we're so very grateful. So thank you very much for banking with Bendigo Bank.
Thank you for what you do for the community.
Thank you.
In the community, there are a lot of struggling people, and to have a donation or some help and a backup from something like the Bendigo Bank, it's fantastic for the community.
No matter where you are around Australia, see the change your banking can make. Bendigo Bank. Be the change.
Put on device. Live streaming can provide an additional way to generate income and exposure. Conferences, awards nights, sporting events, concerts, community events. Get your message on air with onAir.com.